you can optimize the future. Like, okay, we know what's going to happen. We know what's going to happen. So what you can do is say, it's like, I know what's going to happen. Let me see if I can position myself to benefit from that future. Now, this is a more positive position, but again, between now and when the future shows up, you're not benefiting. So you can do better. You can do better. Next, you can optimize your position in the future. Again, even doing this, you're putting out resources today and you're getting your return in 20 years later, 10 years later, whenever it happens, this future happens. The next thing you can do is embrace the future. An example of this is my husband said as he was dying, if I knew I would live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. Actually, he said it a few months before he died. So if you knew exactly how long you're going to live, then yes, you could just take better care of yourself. And that's one way of doing it, just embrace the future, because after all, it is the future. Now, the next thing you can do, and this is something I've done, is once you see the future, it's in sharp focus. And let's say it's a positive future, desirable future, remove all obstacles between you and that future. Now, the problem with this, even though it creates a wonderful future, by the way, a sense of optimism, and of course the future comes and it's great, it's beautiful, but you still have to wait for it. So an example of this is I was 11 years old and I made up my mind and I knew I was going to be a doctor. I knew I was going to go to medical school. I was going to come back to the nice little ghetto I grew up in, and I was going to open a medical practice and just have a wonderful time helping people be healthier. That's true. It actually happened. But I was 11 years old when I saw this future, which did not come to pass for 20 years. So you want to be able to benefit from your sharp vision long before 20 years. 20 years is a long time. And my ability to see the future is generally 10 to 20 years in the future. So the question is, if you know something 20 years early or in advance, then how can you not wait 20 years to benefit from the information? And so that brings us to the next thing, is simply to bring the future into the present and live it now. If you bring the future into the present and live it now,